Thomas Jefferson once wrote, "To preserve the independence of the people, we must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt." Unfortunately, it increasingly appears that Congress has chosen this ill-fated path. Congress has a spending addiction, and today's vote on the Democrat budget resolution for 2010 is just further proof that it is an addiction Congress cannot control on its own. The budget deficit has gone in a few short years from a magnitude of billions of dollars to a magnitude of trillions of dollars. In fiscal year 2010 alone, the irresponsible budget Congress adopted today will produce a deficit of $1.2 trillion. To put that in perspective, if you were to stack up $1,000 bills 4 inches high, that would constitute $1 million. You would need a stack of $1,000 bills over 75 miles high to get to $1.2 trillion. To be sure, this is not a partisan spending addiction. It reaches across the aisle and afflicts both parties, which is why neither party has been able to master it. Congress needs outside pressure to force it to rein in this out-of-control behavior, and the solution must be a bipartisan one. On the first day of this Congress, I reintroduced legislation to give Congress the necessary pressure to rein in spending. My legislation would amend the United States Constitution to require Congress to balance the federal budget each year starting 5 years after enactment, except in times of war and national emergencies. Support for this effort continues to grow. 167 members of Congress from both parties have already signed on to the legislation. Families all across our nation understand what it means to make tough decisions each day about what we can and cannot afford. My balanced budget constitutional amendment is a common sense approach to force Congress to adhere to the same fiscal principles that America's families adhere to each day.